Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on pound USD. We've got euro USD, I've got oil here and gold, and lastly the XY. Starting off with pound USD here, last week my anticipation was for price to continue to the downside with a little bit of a pullback, and if you see here for that last 5 days price didn't really make a huge move. Matter of fact, the last move it made on Friday, the total candles movement last week didn't even go below that. Okay, now what I'm anticipating going forward for this week is a continuation to the downside, but we might get a pullback. But in order to be on the safe side, this is what I'm anticipating. Previously here was held as a support and also more like a resistance area. Okay, so I'm interested in going in for sales, more or less if I start seeing price create a new low here. Okay, then we can sell down to 1.21. That's over 150 pips possibly, because this is almost 1.24 region. Let's just call it 1.2350, 1.2150. That's at about 200 pips if there's a volatility. Mind you, we're going to be having the non-farm payroll on Friday, so let's see what happens. But there might be, if there's any other pullback or manipulations that will come over to these regions here, then fine. But from my view last week, we've seen how price held off this region here. Price held off this region here, okay, and I think the bulls are tired already, and we might start seeing bearish momentums. My anticipation might be for price to create new low, pull back, and then we'll look for entries to sell. So, but for confidence or for confluence, or for to be very bold in going in for sales, I want to see price break into this region, we pull back, and then an entry. We can get that confidence that price will sell. Okay, that's that for pound USD. Over here for euro USD, it's more clear here on euro USD. I'm just looking out for price to come make a new low here, like break into this region, retest in this region, and then we can sell down to 1.0195, or let's just call it 1.02 regions. See, so that's basically what I'm anticipating. But as you can see, here was a strong support that turned resistance, and now it's a huge support again, so price might actually pull back. Okay, and if you look into these regions here was also a very strong support that now turned into a resistance region. Okay, yeah, more like it. So I'm in for sales except price start creating new highs here. Okay, oil looks good from the daily time frame perspective here. I'm anticipating we've seen price coming to the regions of 79 point let's call it 79.50 or 79.40 regions, and then we've seen price pull back into these strong regions. Previously had support, became a resistance, support, resistance, so it's a very strong region. What I'm anticipating now is buys. I want to buy. I'm looking out for buy opportunities here on oil to buy back to these regions of 79. That's exactly what I'm looking out for. But if price decides to break below this, then we'll be looking out for sell opportunities. But I doubt that, because here is a very strong support, so we have to break below it now. Obviously, we've started seeing rejections here in the daily time frame over here, and price closed with a very strong bullish candle in the 4 hours time frame. So I'm actually looking out for opportunities to buy, and our entries would be somewhat of if price breaks above this region here. Okay, so break above that region, we could get a break retest, and then we can fire up. Another thing else you can notice is the downtrend here. Okay, the downtrend here, more like we could use this as more like a downward trend line, and price has broken it. We're looking out to look for entries to buy to the upside. Okay, actually I'm looking out to really take a trade here on oil this week, and let's see how that goes. Okay, lastly, not lastly, but gold here, we've seen the new high created here at 2,800 regions. Usually once price makes a new high, we would get rejections or pullback. My anticipation is that price will start pulling back, just like we see in the 4 hours time frame. We'll have like a bearish signal here. Okay, my anticipation is that price might come back into 2763. Okay, so I'm looking out for maybe sell opportunities back into this region, but I'm very confident to look for buy entries from these regions back into those highs, and possibly creating a new high. Alright, so this is what I'm anticipating for gold. Just plain and simple. We can actually use this as a guide for to see that this was basically like an upward trend line. So if price begin to break below this, and might just continue to sell to like 2721. That's that for gold. And lastly, DXY is more or less bullish, which is why I'm looking for sell opportunities in pound USD and euro USD. So if price continues to the upside like we anticipated here to these regions and possibly break and continue, then we'll continue sales for pound USD and euro USD. The only reason we might be considering something different is if price comes back to break these regions here, all right, which I doubt. So basically I think price is more bullish now, like we can see on DXY, and that would mean that we could look for sell opportunities here for pound USD, look for sell opportunities here in euro USD, and then that's it. All right, let's see how this week will play out. Hope you back some pips. I'll see you guys during the midweek for some updates, and do enjoy the rest of the week. Ciao.